highway to cord off the inside of the circuit and push everyone away from the incident. The initial contact, chaos at the start of these two restarts. There's all kinds of passing going into the final corner because the green is being called. There's all kinds of overlap. There was a touch from...
Comes out and we can see it waving quite clearly.
It's waving.
Then you're allowed to make passes. That's the problem, because the GT cars, GT cars weren't yet at the final corner, so they are free to make a pass if they can into that final corner. And I'm sure a few guys can...
When we do, as the field has been neutralized, and she had no brakes going into the corkscrew. Holy cow, a huge accident where the car went...
That's Timo Scheider and former F3 racing vehicle Jensen, and contact here, off into the gravel trap go. Two cars, one of them. So here was the initial contact, the Corvette trying to get down the inside of the Audi. That then is sent into the back of the Mercedes, which is helpless backwards into the gravel trap. The Audi, even if you could get out of the gravel, Paulson has got the best start. The two Mercedes are going to be 2-3 abreast almost here, and it's going to be sneaking through up into second place. The Audi, I think that's Van der Linde, is not through. There's a huge accident just behind. Several cars involved. The number 12 machine, the Audi, Dries van Tor, is one of them. As the dust settles, that's just about to going into the background. Back into the car, destroyed. Another one goes off. What's going on? They've gone absolutely ballistic today in this race. Backwards down the track goes the number 24 Audi. Marcus Winkelhoff, which was on the third row of the grid, and just narrowly avoids being hit by the cars that come through. Another one off. Absolutely essential safety car has been brought out here. No surprises. She didn't get a go yesterday. Philip Kuiper having dramas. Rahel trying to pick her way through. I mean, it's a traffic jam, isn't there? She has to go on the grass. There's nowhere else to go. Chooses the best. Are going to get stuck in all this traffic now. That's the problem with staying out a bit longer. Oh, there's a spin there. The DB Ferrari has got around. I think that she's been in the pits as well. So the HB Ferrari, Dominic Schwager, and the Mercedes stuck places here in that pit stop window. He fights, he clips the Bortolotti Lamborghini, sends it round into a spin, and bang, into the barrier as it goes. And Bortolotti, the Mirko Bortolotti car. So that's being investigated. There's the Corvette going off and destroying the Pirelli marker boards. The incident between 18 and 26 between Adrian van der Leer and Jeffrey Smith, no further action. So that was when, view back to the 98 car of Tom Lautenschlager. We get more replays on board with Richard Wagner, and this was the spin for number 4, Wagner. That's in the background. I think that's the championship leader, Ankerveld, going off wide. Dominic Fugel makes his way through. Carnage off the start line. There's one off in the wall. There's another one out wide. He had a bad start actually in the blue and white VW Golf. And then he got clattered, so that's why he got the bodywork rubbing on the front right wheel arch and the tyre. It was because, as he was speared across, Nico Kankinen went into Huisman, who was only really just in front of him because he'd had a bad start off the line, and it all concertina together. And now he's going to run wide. Pascal might get past the barrier, and then 3 abreast has contact, and Berloff also over to the gravel track. Coquart, nose to nose through, and that speared him to the inside. There's the contact, 3 together, and he nose to nose then with Coquart, and both in the gravel trap. That project has come through into 3rd place. Kankinen is still fighting to try and stay in the top 5, but he's under threat, and there into the gravel trap, I'm afraid.
I like to see that black and white flag as now Timo Glock. So Timo Glock has gone around. No, it's not Timo Glock that's gone around, it's Lucas Au that's gone around, that was going into turn number 1 then. So Glock, you could see him. Turn 1, who is going to be first through there? Schwartzman carrying a lot of speed, but Mick Schumacher got a blistering start, and that means that he puts himself in P1. There's a challenge going on for P3 as well. And there, as you can see, some 4, 5 cars, 6 cars. Sweeping across there. Robert Schwartzman now, so Schwartzman has to go around the outside, takes them very, very quick, and almost into the side of Schwartzman. One of the cars has gone round, as is often the case. It's got another one in the gravel there, but up. be fair, it was which will probably mean that that's got to be a safety car. So into the side of Ben Hingley. Ben Hingley gets airborne. Marino Sato goes around.
Chiude la porta Zanucci e va a muro. Mena Pace.
Che fa
Brutta uscita.
un'uscita davvero
molto brutta
perché era accelerato et puis abbiamo
Ouais, et puis déjà tout de suite on a vu que Robera
Voiture du team 85 Bourgoin Racing là, qui est partie à la fin.
Par l'extérieur, mais le pilote de l'Audi est bien resté à la corde, démarré plus ou moins calmement, essayé derrière une touchette avec la numéro 68, c'est Alexandre Bardinon, hein, je pense.
Bon sang, c'est vraiment un week-end compliqué pour Autosport GP là. Ouais, Manu Raffin qui avec une très
etapa de Cascavel, nós temos ainda mais 4 etapas além dessas, né? Desta. Vamos agora para o Velocitar, do Velocitar vamos para o Rio Grande do Sul.
Estranho esse acidente, hein, Chicão?
Estranho, ele foi rodando, eu não sei o que aconteceu, completamente.
Na etapa, no treino de ontem, o César Ramos teve um problema na ponta do...
Juntos aqui no Sport TV. Felipe larga bem. Força ali o Marcos Gomes por dentro, já tem carro batendo. César Ramos, acho que falta de sorte. Bateu o César Ramos com o Alan Kodair. Sobrou pro Bebu Girolami, já vamos ter a primeira bandeira amarela. Sobrou pra Bia Girolami, Átila Abreu, Bruno Batista, Rubinho, Bia, Faldeno. O de Graça já recolheu e olha a panca no Denis Navarro e do Gabriel Casagrande. Uma panca no Bacião, né?
Ele foi tocado por trás pelo Kizon, virou e pegou o Zon. Sobrou pro Zon ainda. Bem na frente do boxe.
Bem na frente do boxe.
Essa batida é clássica.
Ela escapou na zebra e perdeu a traseira do carro. Aí veio um T também para bater no muro do
Freeze in the wall in turn 3 here. Spinning down in front of cars. Oh, contact. 51 couldn't get slowed down enough. Cloud, I believe.
But this was today here.
He's got a little bit of brake, as you can see the tires locking up somewhat. So he had enough to get the car slowed down to keep it out of the fence. So, Junior, I was thinking, imagine when Matt Kenseth took the opportunity to come back and drive these race cars. Oh, we got a crash off of turn 2.
Big wreck involved. You see the 47 as well as the 88.
Allmendinger's loose underneath 88. So they get together and head into the fence. Heavy contact with the right rear quarter panel for the 88.
That was a fight for 16th, Junior. Look at the 41.
Kurt Busch and the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse splitting the two spinning race cars. Crash into short shoot of turn 3 and 4.
Big crash there.
There's the caution.
Caution comes out, landed.
See Jeffrey get loose. It's just side by side through the corner is tough here, and it takes the side force off of the inside car. And if you're in that car, you have to be ready and know that and try to anticipate it. Hard to do though. And what a huge
top 10. Here is Miller being chased by his Pramac Ducati teammate Danilo Petrucci at the front end, just watching out from underneath Miller as he trail braked in
Himself this weekend, given his brilliant result here in the wet last year, he finished in second place, but yeah, that's not a great stunt.
Jack. That's your classic turn 15 front end washout, isn't it? You've seen that crash. You've been coming to Mazar.
What the rider comment were about the bike, and easy.
Front end never settling there.
Right at the start of the session, Steve, we saw him having really
It's a quarter of a second down in sector 1.
That went very early for Bradley Smith.
With Miguel this year. I'm going to try and catch up with Alex from Calix to see if he can give us any more info on that. But apparently,
Road.
Oh, it's a nasty high side there. A handful of throttle on the left of your screen there, and it's gonna lose the front end. That was quite late that he lost it actually, but that looks as though it go early or late. Fairly early, so he's carrying some speed there. Hence the
I fancy this is Ryan Mirren as he tips in.
he was pretty wide, I must say, looking quite a lot of corner speed.
14 pitching into 15, and that is a standard crash that we see at that corner.
Oh dear.
That is a lot of damage.
He lost it on the exit. Just he was applying the throttle. That was rear let go, and then as it retained grip again, so did the front end.
Qualifying session. Oh, look at that, the front end just washing out from underneath Danny Ken. chucked about hard on the brakes, plenty of lean angle, first gear corner. Get onto the brakes there. That's turn 4, isn't it? Sorry. Why am I thinking it's turn 12? 2, just the front end giving way as he went to apply the throttle. Yeah, afraid to say, that's his third spin of the... Well, he didn't even get halfway round the corner. Hanging on to the brakes for a little bit, and away she goes. Your typical turn 4 crash. Yeah, seen that once, you've seen it 1,000. I think it's fair to say that that Suter chassis, not the most unforgiving piece of... it's a hard one to call that, but Fernandez just looked like he was carrying it down.